Hey guys, welcome back to Codenbox Automation Lab. This is Sharful. So in this lecture, we're going to learn annotation attributes in TestNG. So what is annotation attributes? So in TestNG, we have learned in our previous lectures, there's a number of annotation like @test, before suit, after suit, before test, after set, and so on. So those annotation are reserved, you can say, features in TestNG, and with those annotation there is some specific helper that we can use are known as attribute. As examples, alwaysRun. So this is one of the helper that's called attributes. Is a dependsOnMethod. It's another attribute. Enabled, timeout, and there is a much more. So in this lecture, we're going to cover dependsOnMethod as well as alwaysRun. So what is dependsOn? So dependsOn, it's like the use case when a specific method have dependency on another method, we can use dependsOn attribute. It's easily, we can understand, when I have a method, say method, B have the dependency on method A. So it means method A have to run first, then the method B. So that time with the method B, we can use dependsOn, attribute to ensure that, method A will run first, then method B. And if dependable method failed, like method A failed, the dependsOnMethod will skip. The method B will skip. Okay, that's the dependsOn. Let's say in our Eclipse. So in our previous lectures, you know that we have created a number of classes like demo, demo1, demo2, demo3 to cover the TestNG, the frameworks, all the different concepts. So we're going to use again, the demo over here, demo class. In demo class, we have number of method. You can see there is a before suit method, and there is a test method because we use test annotation over here, like hello method, and there is a last method, also display method. Okay, so and we have a set of priority too. So priority also, by the way, it's also one kind of attribute helper that we can set priority to execute as per your order. Okay, so here what we are going to do over here, let's say this is our method, last method. Okay, last method have the dependency on the display method. Assume that. Okay, so in that case we can set this dependency over here. We can say the last method, it has a priority, that's fine. You can add comma here, and you can add the dependency, the attribute, helper attribute. We'll say dependsOnMethod over here. dependsOnMethod. dependsOn equals to, and then curly braces, then let's put the method name. So it depends on what? Depends on display method. So make sure you put exactly the same name as it is over here. Okay, depends on display method. So what we're saying, for this test method, like last method will depend, it depends on this method and display method. Okay, let's save it and then run it. Okay, so it's running, so no problem. It ran first. There's the 3 test cases being run. All of them are pass. Okay, you can see it's a pass. The hello method, which is the hello, it's first. This is the one, the hello, and after that last method. Last method definitely it's ran. It shows the in the order, as per the order, because it's the the priority, and then also it shows display method is ran. Okay, now let me show you what will happen if your dependency method is got failed. Okay, so we're saying that over here. Let's see this display method. So our last method, it has a dependency on display method. So what if our display method, it's going to fail? Then what will happen over here for this method? Is the last method is still going to execute or what? Let's see. So to make it fail, let's say we can fail this method intentionally using TestNG assertion. So TestNG assertion is another features that help you to assert your method. Like at the end, it's help you to validate your expected versus your actual. Okay, we'll have a separate class for the TestNG assertion. Just for now, understand that TestNG assertion is a part of the TestNG. It's one of the features, and it's help you to assert or validate or verify between your expected versus your actual. And it will, if both match, it will return true. It means it will pass. If both doesn't match, and then it will tell you this test case is failed. So we can use over here assert class, call assert, and assert is a part of TestNG assertion, and inside this assert method there is a assert.assertion. There is a methods inside this class. There is a method. You can see there's a lots of method over here. There is a lots of method. Assert.assert equals we're going to use. You can see assert equals, and it has a expect two parameter. One is actual and expected, and both are type of string. Let's call this method. We're going to call this method. Let's remove one part. We don't need another part. So this is our actual. So actual is, let's make it like, assume that your actual is hello. Okay, and then your expected it should be hello. Then this both supposed to match. Then will match. But I'm going to make it fail intentionally. That's why I'm saying that my expected is hello, but my actual is high. So definitely this two string is not matching. So as a result, this test case will be failed. So if this test case failed, then what will happen for the last method? Because it has the dependency on the display method. Let's save it and run it. Okay, let me run it. Here you go. You can see the result. First result. It's saying there's 3 test cases run. We know it's 3 methods run. And then pass 1 and fail 1, skip once. What happened? You can see here it's pass 1. So it's after suit. That one it's running after suit. Forget about the after suit for now. Don't consider that. Let me see over here. Let's see the output even here. Okay, here you can see pass method is hello. So hello method is shows pass. Okay, as it is, there's no problem. And then fail this display method because we failed this display method intentionally. And then what happened for the other method? So since failed method is display method got failed, and then the last method, it has a dependency on this display method. As a result, this display method got ignored. It's a skipped. This method got skipped. You can see that's why it's saying that over here. You can see skipped. Skipped what method? Last method. This method got skipped because the dependency method got failed. So when you use the depends on method, and if your dependency method got failed, the depends on method will be skipped. You can see even result over here. Let's see. You can see over here. Here is a hello method got passed, and then this is a display method got failed, and then the last method got skipped. You can see the different color. Okay, so that's the way depends on method works. Hope it's clear. Okay, now let's see about always run attribute helper. Okay, so always run, when is we're using, or the use case, if we set to true, if we set this always run, you can set as a true. So if we set to true with the test method, will always be run even it depends on another method that failed. So in our previous lecture, just the last example we have seen, if your dependency method got failed, your depends on method will skip. But over here, if we use always run, this method will execute even your depends method or dependable method got failed. And for before method, before should method, before should, before test, for before any method, like before should, before test, before class, before method, but not before groups. So before any method, if we set this always true, always run as a true, this configuration method will be run regardless of what groups it belongs to. Okay, this is very important. We'll see. And then also it's similarly, if we use always run as a true with any method, which belongs to, like, related with after should, after class, and after method, that time it will be executed, it will be invoked even if previously failed or was skipped. Okay, we'll see this use case. Okay, the use case of always run. Okay, let's go to our Eclipse again. Okay, so we're going to use the same class, same the demo class, and the same example method we use. So in our last exercise for our depends on method, we use the depends on method over here on a last method, and the display last method depends on display method. And as a result, when we saw this display method was failed, we made it fail, and we saw this as a result, our last method got skipped. But what if we have depends on method on this display as it is, and we can add even always run over here. Let's add always run as a helper attribute. We'll say always run equals to, we have to make it always run either true or false. Okay, true. So we're saying that this last method have a dependency on display method, as well as we're saying make sure you also run this method. I mean, by the name you can understand the always run, have to run no matter what. Okay, which is true, the value is true. Let's see what happened. Save it, run it, TestNG. Now you can see there is no skip. First of all, there is no skip. 3 methods run, pass to 1 fail, and 1 fail is, you can see the failure one is the display one, as it is we're expecting. Okay, the display, because it's assertion we made a fail over here. And the pass method is hello, which is the priority -1, definitely. And also it also got to execute the last method, which is the, you can see last method. So these 2 method got pass, and also you can see the output, my last test method. It should be over here. You can see my last test method, you see. Okay, and then for the display, okay, it's printed, for the display method, this line got print out, but it's treated as a fail because of this line. Okay, so method got ultimately fail. So what do we understood? We have understood that if we use always run attribute with your test cases, this method will run no matter what, even this method have a dependency on another method. Okay, if your dependency method got failed, still it will run. Okay, this is one use case of always run. Now let's see the use case for, as we said over here, for any before methods, like whether before should, before test, with the always run, or after method. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. We're going to use another class. Let's see, I would say, what about the demo3? So in our demo3 class, you can see we have a, yes, we have a before method, we have an after method. Let's use over here. Okay, so you can add before method Okay, this is before method, so this is not a test case, right? So because test case have to be with a test annotation, so this is the test case, this so this is the before method, and we have covered this lecture and how, what is before method, how it works. Okay, so make sure you watch those lecture first. Okay, so here we were saying that let's add the before method always run here. Okay, always run equals to true. So what will happen? So before 3, so where this before 3 class, so before 3 class in our, let's use in this case XML. We're going to use the XML to run this demo3 class. So it should be on let's see, on our XML file. Let's see, TestNG XML file over here. We need to use group, so we're not going to use this one. Let's see, this one, not this one, so I think that one, XML, TestNG X3. So this is the profile or XML file where we have a use case of groups, right? So we have covered that part too, so please watch each and every lecture, all of the previous lecture, one after another. So here groups, right? In this groups we have the classes. There's a 2 classes. One is this is a package name, right? And TestNG group demo, and there is another demo3. So demo3, in this XML we have the demo3, and in demo3 we have a groups where we added a group include sanity. So if you see demo3 over here, we have sanity, right? Sanity over here. Sanity, this test case is part of sanity, and none of them. You know what, let me remove first this without always run and run first. Okay, let's run first with TestNG. So we're running all the test cases which is part of the sanity group. Okay, whether in demo3 or TestNG group demo. Okay, so in this two class, or yeah, let's run it. So we'll see TestNG. Let's see the result. So there is a 3 test cases run, all of them pass, no failure, no skips, and from you can see this is the result. The output is I'm test number 1, I'm test number 2. This, I believe this 2 is part of the this class TestNG group from over here. You can see I'm test number 1, I'm test number 2. So this is the part of this 2, and but this one MacBook Pro 13 test result, it's part of our demo3 class. So from the demo3 class you can see MacBook Pro 13 test results. So MacBook Pro 13 test result, you can see even up if you go even result over here, you can see here. So demo3, test to demo3, it has the search result 1. This is the method name. So here is the search result 1, search result 1. Okay, this is the method name, and this is the output we have seen. Okay, and this test cases only execute, which is the part of our from the demo3 class, because this method is a part of sanity groups, and we ran from our TestNG XML. We said ran all the method which is the part of sanity group. So from the demo3, it's clear it's ran only this method, result search result 1. Okay, now if I want to so other method didn't run, not before method, nothing, right? Now if I want to add this one, always run with a before method. So we're saying that you can add always run with your test cases. We have seen already that example. Now you can add your always run with any before method, before class, before method, or after method too. So if we do this, let me add this one, let me add over here after method 2. So we're saying that add this 2 always run equals to true for before method, and also after method, this one too. Okay, let me save it. Now we're expecting running not only the search result 1, not only the test cases part of the sanity group, but also all the methods which is part of the always run attribute. Like this one, we're expecting this one to see before method, also after method. Okay, let's go again, TestNG XML file. Okay, so you see this, right? In a group we only include the sanity, so we have seen that it's only run the sanity method, but we expect now more all the before and after method from the demo3 class. Okay, run as TestNG. Here it will show again the total test run 3 pass 3, because before method after method is not the test cases, because it didn't use the test annotation, right? But if you see the output here, you can see this is I'm test 1, test 2, this is the part of our this class, right? And here you can see before method got executed. Let's go to the demo3, and where this comes from, you know, this is the before method. Before method will run before every @test annotation. You can see will run before every test annotation, and then the test cases part of the sanity group, which is the MacBook Pro 13 result. MacBook Pro 13 result got executed, and then also at the end we have seen here is a after method. Here is a after method will run after every test annotation. You see, this one got also executed because we set to, you know, this method always run as a true. Okay, so this is the different use cases of always run. Okay, you can use this always run with your before, after, before class, after class, you know, all those annotation, as well as you can use also with your test cases, right? Over here, as we have seen over here, this is the actual test case we have used always run equals to true. That's all. Thank you.